is Old School. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting.
Celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Here, listen here, DP. I don't usually take over. I let you do the intro, right? DP, do you need to do the pleasantries first?
No, this is all you, baby. Run it.
Global, sandhilljobs.com. I am. I'm not a normally emotional person. All right, but I have to give Rico his props. He came through after about, let's just say 15 to 18 months, like a pure champion, DP. Now, I took it home. You know, remember, you see Don Staley said, hey, we got to be premeditated getting it into inside, and then she's got to take us home. Now, Rico got it to me, and I took it home, but it's been a long while before Rico got it to me, and I had to take it home. DP, you've been privy to conversations off air, on air about the PS5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rico's fans club, the one that works at Target, you know, the Rico fan, or it was the Nick fan club, little admirer out there, couldn't get it then. I got a DM from Rico, and I'd never hardly ever check my Twitter, check it, right? Got the DM, hit Rico on the text early in the morning. He hit me back, so that let me either know he was up taking care of one of the little ones, or it was just, you know, a magical moment. He told me where to go. I said, you know what? I'm gonna cover all my bases. I'm gonna head to South Point. I rolled up to South Point. They said they were online. They opened at 10. Somehow they opened at 9. I saw a gentleman walking out, just discouraged. Rolled down my window. He said he didn't get one. Hightailed it over there to Gateway. Now, DP, being from Frederick, Maryland, East Coast, sometimes you just got to pull a G move, right?
Right.
And so the store opened at 11, and I didn't know that you needed a ticket, right?
I didn't either.
Right. So I roll up, park my truck at the food court, because I know that's where the GameStop is, at approximately 10:58. I had it timed out. I said, by the time I get there, it's going to be 11.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody else that was waiting to get a PS5 was lazy, right? Waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So, DP, I pulled up like I grabbed the tray like I was going to go get something to eat, walked in, cut everybody off online. Then I was panicking, right? Because everybody was giving these tickets, so they must have already pre-ordered. So I'm like, dang, I got to do something. I'm here. You know, DP, you know, when you hear in the moment, you got to make something happen. You got to pull a Caleb Love, right? So I walk up there and they ask me if I have a PlayStation Plus account. So I, you know, DP, you know, Sipple was there. You know, I said, yeah, I got one. What's your? He asked for your number, give my information. He types it in. He looks at me. He's like, no, you don't. I was like, yeah, I do. I got one, and just stared him, DP, at him, and I had to get my mind like I got to look crazy, like sometimes like you go out to the coin toss.
He got a little eye twitch going,
right? And then he looked down at the computer, act like he was typing something, and he leans over and whispers, he's like, I think I got a couple in the back. And I got one. DP, after 18 months, more than that, pre-COVID, looking for a PS5, Rico came through like a champion. You got to give Rico some props, man. He really put me on, but I had to pull it home.
Hey,
and
I just gave you the blueprint. You went out, you executed.
Yeah. So you got to go off script sometimes with to get what you want.
Is this how it feels like to be a coach, to set your players up for success?
He's all grown up.
I feel great. If this, I want to be a coach, man. I like this feeling.
You know, I don't know if the folks on the stream who are not on the stream can't see it, but I'm wiping these tears of joy and pride from my eye. I'm proud of you both. Execution, having a plan, staying committed to it. Execution is vital, as we said, and then in-game adjustments. Jay Foreman, that's what coaching is. When you can handle the in-game adjustment and you made the play that needed to be made. You made no excuses. You made the play. And that's the greatness.
You just got to make the play,
Went
right?
one-on-one, cross somebody up, dagger.
Right.
That's a Hall of Fame effort. Well done.
Hey, DP, before we get into the Final Four, it's got to be listen here, the weekend was decent weather. I know you're out on the East Coast, but the baseball team had a nice little sweep, I think. And so hopefully they get on the right track, and they ended it with a 17-5 shellacking
5-3, 10-5
of Ohio State,
17-5.
who's normally a pretty good team at baseball. So I think hopefully the bats and the pitching arms are starting to come alive. What do you think about that?
Well, anytime you sweep in the Big Ten, you had an exceptional weekend. Like that's perfection and necessary. I don't care who it was. If you sweep
Right.
somebody in the Big Ten, and then you did it at home in front of fans that needed you to have this kind of success. Bravo to the boys. Like I kept track of everything that was going on and watching grand slams all over the place and watching Max Anderson get it done. Cam Chick having an incredible run. Bryce Matthews being explosive, getting the pitching you wanted. And then doing the basic thing of making basic plays defensively. So
yeah, we talked about that. We talked about this. Steady defense in every sport seems to work out, and it was on the road, which is even better.
Well, this fan base needed that kind of success, so they can rally back around. The hardcore fans aren't going to deter, but it's that middle group that needed this sort of weekend to kind of get back on the baseball train.
Right.
So it's a loud statement, and of course, look, they can't idle because the young ladies playing next to them are balling out. So
right.
For all they're playing currently for every men's athletic program at the University of Nebraska.
Except we had a caller. We had a caller in last week when somebody said kind of that exact thing. Mark Manning called in. He said, "We don't need anybody to play for us. We got our own identity."
Oh yeah.
Well,
Mark Manning will take the identity too.
Well, but I mean, and Manning will tell you he's rooting for them too.
Oh yeah.
This is the thing. You can't just be an island. Mark Manning in wrestling can't be the only men's team or the track team. We need everybody. We would say we need all boats, all water, all boats on deck. We need everybody's oars in the water.
Mm-hmm.
This athletic department needs more success from the programs that get the most amplification. They need it, and this is good for everybody.
Hey, look, in the first game, in 38-degree weather, windy, so it's probably the wind chill was close to down to 34 or 32, and facing a pitcher that had 14 strikeouts. That means you got to have some mental wherewithal, mental power, mental toughness to hang in there, and then obviously to come out there with the win. So I think it's good anytime a team that and I like Coach Bolt and the staff that he has. I don't think by any means would these players kind of cash in the season. They know sometimes. And this is what fans don't understand. Just because the expectations are high doesn't mean that it's automatically you're just going to start out and just bum rush everybody. You lose a lot, and every season, it's a new team. I know I keep saying it. Every season, it's a new team, regardless of who's coming back. And then when you lose, we talked about it last week. When you lose a player that can do 4 different things, you're actually losing 4 players, and sometimes it's actually 6 because you got to replace not only what he does in his main role, but the 3 other ones. You might have to, piece together 2 guys to do it. And so I think it takes a little bit of time just from a team standing or team building standpoint, just to, kind of get your, I call them your sea legs, get your baseball legs, get it to your roles. And then, look, the weather hadn't been the best for Nebraska. You go down and start up playing TCU and all these teams.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest way to start your season, but I think later on in the season, it's going to pay dividends for Nebraska baseball.
Well, they'll have an opportunity. So you're 12 and 14. You've got Omaha next, which you need. You got some get even. You got some get back you need to handle, and then that'll put you at 13 and 14 with Rutgers coming in for a weekend set, and then Creighton the following Tuesday, and then BYU. This is where you can apex, turn the corner, get up the hill, and then start to have some vision going forward. You got North Dakota State, and then you got Indiana and Kansas State, and then Omaha again. Look, it's set up for them to get on a run and be right back in the place and space that they want to be. Yeah, they're missing Schwelle, and you got to remember when you talk about him replacing him with several players, you've got as a closer, and I mean as a dominant apex closer, you need a left-hander to get out some folks. You need a right-hander to get out some folks. It's your best defensive shortstop. It's your power guy in the middle of the lineup, and then that's your GPS. Like, so you're right. It takes 6 people just to replace what happens there. And just remember as well, Jackson Hallmark was exceptional in this place. So it took a lot of replacement. Look, the fact that their head is still above water, and they can get and sweep Ohio State on the road in early April. That's where you need to be. And then you get on a run here. Like, get on a run. This was, the 17-run game gave me reason to rejoice a little bit, because then that's when you're playing free and everybody gets to feel like they're contributing, right? It's not just some people who lead this thing. Everybody got their work in. And yeah, the schedule kind of lays out nicely for you if you keep it going. The momentum is going to be strong. But yeah, I feel better about them today than a week ago, and that's what advancing does.
Did it make you feel better that towards the end of the game they didn't take their foot off the pedal and they kept going?
Well, this is the management that we talk about. That Bolt and Harbaugh said, listen, we're not going to play to the score. We're going to play to get better. And there's a difference. Like, just play to make plays. Play to make plays. Baseball's unique in that, you get your 27 outs, and you can work on things within those 27 outs. Like, it's out to out, at bat to at bat, pitch to pitch, throw to throw. Mm-hmm. And if you just focus on doing the small things each time, well, the outcome will fall in your favor. People get caught up in the hysterics of, well, I need to hit bombs. We need to, strike people out. No, make good pitches, swing at good pitches, make the defensive plays that you need to make, and then make the throws you need to make. Simplified. You go, what the guy say from me? You catch the ball, you throw the ball, you hit the ball. It's pretty simple. Do those 3 things, and Nebraska should be able to do those 3 things well.
Right. Well, look, again, it's always good to look at these stat sheets and see the dubs. So I just wanted to comment on that, because obviously look, sometimes I think it could be doom and gloom, especially around here when sports that were supposed to be really good that don't play up to expectations. So I want to give them their kudos.
Mm-hmm. A 32-13 weekend, man. That's
more like it, right? That's more like
that's what you want to see. And I went to a softball game this weekend. I went on Saturday, and of course, it was great to see him get the win, a little 2-1 dub. The game before, they ruled Rutgers, and then the following game they hit, I think, 3 home runs.
Right. So
I was just like, oh, now they want to put up runs.
Timing's everything. They know they know when Rico comes, it's gonna be a close game. Otherwise, it's gonna be a blow.
But it was good. It was some great defensive plays, some amazing pitching, and they put together they could win in multiple different ways. They could rule you, they just outscore you, or they can just out defense you, out pitch you,
and pitch you. So.
Well, the truth is, they know when Ellie comes to the game.
Yeah, no, it was all Ellie.
See, they know when young Queen comes to the game.
Like, it was also puppies, so there were like 2 things taking her attention.
Yeah.
She was like, she's cheering them on, and then a dog walks by, and she's like, "Ooh, a puppy."
Jay, that was really Rico.
Yeah, I know. Because remember when he went to the gymnastics, he tried to blame Ellie or one of the kids. It was Rico down there dancing and doing that stuff.
We were both dancing.
Yeah,
whatever. We were both dancing.
Rico brings the little one down there and say, "We're gonna dance," but Rico wants to dance. You know how it is.
Well, this is what
we gonna do.
Well, now she's at the age where she sees somebody doing something, and then she's like, okay, it's my turn. So every time they're up to bat or something, they strike out or they get a hit, she goes, okay, my turn. Yeah, I was like, no, we can't go out there. And she kept trying to like climb on the dugout to like go. I was like, no, we can't I'm like holding her. She's like, no, I want to go. I was like, I understand, but you can't.
Right.
I want to point out something, guys. We're talking about baseball and how good there are things that have to be reminded to folks, because what's real to you is real to everybody. But I'm out here in DC, and so one of my players plays for GW, and so it was the first time I've seen him play as a collegian. And GW, I mean, again, they play in Arlington. They don't play near campus, so they play out in Arlington, in my hometown. Actually, they play on the Little League field that I grew up on. Now it's a stadium, and they've done the thing. But Nebraska fans on a bad weekend, I would say, carry 3,500 folks at a baseball game, right?
Mhm.
On a bad winter weekend.
Yeah.
GW and St. Bonaventure played 3 games, and I went to all 3 games. And to tell you that there weren't 1,500 people at those games combined. Like you wanna say, and they play in a small park. Like it's got great turf and all that stuff, but it's not Haymarket Park. And as much as folks complain about Haymarket Park, I can tell you, the people here would flip their bats over Haymarket Park, right? So, and I've criticized Haymarket Park for sometimes for the food, but they have food. They actually have food. They actually have the full thing. So kudos to Nebraska baseball and softball for that. There were more people at the softball game at Nebraska than there was the baseball game at GW each day. So let me applaud Nebraska for for handling that business. That stuff is done well. Bravo. And there was no talk of the Maryland spring game while I was here. So
that might be a good or bad thing, because if there isn't any talk, they might be flying on the radar, or it's a bad thing because they haven't done anything good in spring.
That's it's all things on deck, right? You just go right. I was here, and there was nobody talking about Maryland football, like none. So
they're trying to keep it. They knew you were in town. They were trying to keep it a secret. They said anybody that's around DP, don't talk about Maryland football.
Well, the other stuff is that, the football team that everybody talks about, they're all talking about, but ain't none of it good. Ain't none of it good. So, I ran into that crew. Jay, you'll understand this. I'm not sure Rico knows the names like that, but before the weekend, I was going to have Charles Mann and Ricky Irvins on the one-on-one at 10 o'clock. Then it hit me that I need to get going because I'm an hour ahead and I need to get back to the Lincoln. So we couldn't do that. But a lot of the conversation was just negative. And then, curiosity enough, and I'll tell you how this stuff travels. 2 of the folks that I've known forever, I've known these folks since we were 8 years old, 9 years old. One is my dentist. He was a teammate who became my dentist, and the other was a teammate who became my lawyer. They are both fanatic, and I mean fanatic Husker fans.
Right.
Here in Arlington, Virginia, my guys are wearing the red, and I show up, and they connect. It's just good to remember the outreach that Nebraska has. Because my friends here, who I haven't talked to for 10 years,
right,
are like, bruh, go Big Red. So it's been that kind of weekend for me, just to kind of reconnect. And yeah, the Huskers, y'all travel, so well done.
I always tell people, I had a friend of mine in Charlotte who played at the University of Miami, was on a national championship team. I think Jimmy Johnson, maybe. And this is back when, obviously, Miami was just right before they had their really good season, when they beat Notre Dame on that, I don't know, was it like a Saturday night game?
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? I'm pulling for you guys, even though, we always used to play Nebraska. He said college football will be at its best when Nebraska and Miami are still relevant, when they're relevant at the same time. So they, that in itself lets you know that people are pulling for Nebraska nationwide. I mean, everywhere you go and everywhere I go, people always are like, what happened? When is it going to turn around? So hopefully here is going to be this year. But yeah, Nebraska's outreach in every sport, but mainly in football, is definitely not only nationwide, worldwide as well.
Yeah, I can tell you, I'm just telling you, the folks here in Virginia and D.C., they know everything going on in Nebraska.
Weird.
Yeah, well, it's time to give them something to cheer about. How about that?
Yeah, something like that. But we're going to get to a break right here. Up next, I hope you guys have your coffee. I'm going to tell you what's up.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff@brokersinsurancenE.com.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual sprayer clinic at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney, Nebraska, February 2nd and 3rd. Landmark Sprayer Clinic offers expansive equipment and technology training on different models of John Deere and Hagee sprayers. Learn about the newest technology, machine maintenance, spray tip selection, and more. We'll be offering free dicamba certification. Join us February 2nd and 3rd in Kearney. RSVP by calling your local Landmark location or at landmarkimp.com/events.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams. From treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
Southeast Community College is training tomorrow's workforce today with our nearly 60 career and technical programs. We are doing our part to help employers fill vacancies during this current labor shortage, graduating students with skill sets employers are seeking. We're also helping to upskill the workforce by adding short-term credentials like certificates in many programs so that employees can get retraining quickly. Learn more about upskilling with SCC at southeast.edu/academics. SCC, your path to possible.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, Kfxl Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Kfxl Fox Nebraska weather for Monday. We're expecting a high right around 62 along with mostly sunny skies. Clouds roll in late tonight with a low right around 39. We'll still see passing clouds throughout Tuesday with a 40% chance for rain showers and a high right around 63. I'm meteorologist Regina Berg for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School, brought to you by Sand Hills Global. here in this segment. You know, we got DP over there in DC, still the DMV area, repping the Huskers. He's had a grand old time. He's been posting pictures, having fun, seeing all his old friends. What 40 years, right?
So this particular reunion was 41 years. It was the class behind me, but there was some business we had to tend to away from the reunions, that sort of stuff. My class will have their 40th. It'll actually be 42 years after, because we couldn't do it during the pandemic. So
COVID threw a wrench into that.
Yeah, it kind of ruined that. And I got to watch games with my brothers. So nice. This was really cool. And then they get to see all the ex-girlfriends and all the girls who thought they were ex-girlfriends.
Did you spend all your money at the Commanders shop?
Commanders, Capitals, National.
Okay.
Cherry blossom jersey.
Did you see it in person?
Cherry blossom jersey.
Beautiful. Remember Rui Hachimura? That's a good, it's a good jersey. Yeah. Just throw that, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna go into Rico's rants, I guess.
Woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Telephone rang and you wanna chat? Well, sit on down and tell me what up with that. Ooh wee. What up with that? What up with that? Ooh wee. What up with that? What up with that? He said, she said, we said, me said, what up with that? Who knew, you knew, said what, who do, what up with that? What up with that?
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Today, I want to rant about people giving not announcers, like the sideline reporters a hard time. And I understand, in the moment, it's your job. You should be getting people's names right. You should, know the situation in the moment, whatever. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. It's emotional. There's people moving everywhere. And last night, we had a little slip up and a wrong name. We called Aaliyah Boston, Aaliyah Williams, or Aaliyah Edwards. Yeah. And she kind of said it twice. And then Aaliyah Boston's just looking at her like, who is that? Who are we talking about? And she's, Boston, my bad. I'm so sorry, And I saw some tweets on Twitter. They're like, how could you mess up her name? She's only been she's player of the year and she's the Final Four player of the tournament, like all this stuff. I'm like, look, it happens. She's not perfect. She's not a robot. It's okay. Right. She fixed her mistake.
It wasn't personal, and she apologized for it. It wasn't a big deal. I mean, I heard it live.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
I didn't think it was. I mean, I didn't think it was that big a deal. It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think they were talking about somebody Edwards, prior, so you can kind of get your, your wires crossed. Mm-hmm. But, look, in Twitter, everybody's looking for it's the perfect place for people to look for other people's imperfections, and
always poking at people's weaknesses.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, look, it didn't take anything away from what Boston did. It didn't take anything away from the interview. It just happened. Just look, people doing the interview. It's not like it's all set in stone when stuff happens. DP can even comment on this, where you're waiting for Don Staley to talk, the players. You don't know which player is going to be where.
Don Staley was everywhere,
right? And you're trying to get your place. And things isn't going on time, and then I'm sure she has somebody in her ear saying that we only got X amount of time before we got to go to a commercial break, which is obviously more important because that's what pays the bills. Mm-hmm. So it's hectic, especially after winning or after a national championship game in the way that they won, and considering they lost it by a point last year and then this year. I mean, yeah, stuff happens, but I don't think it's a big deal. It's too. I mean, really. Somebody on Twitter was going to have their take on it, but at the end of the day, it didn't really. It's not like she's going to lose her job or anything like that.
It's fine.
No, Look, those sideline gigs are tougher than the play-by-play and commentary gigs. They're fluid. You don't know who you're going to get, when you're going to get them. Even when you are sure you're going to get them, you don't know the state of the person you're interviewing, right? I mean, because I don't know if it's big enough for it to be on national TV or to be televised at that level. The person who you're interviewing is kind of busy and kind of distracted. Like, oh, okay, we're going to interview Popovich in the middle of Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Well, I don't know. He's got other stuff he's thinking about. Quite frankly,
Right.
he feels some sort of way. But on the other side of it, some of those moments are the biggest moments in these people's lives. So you want to be respectful of that and try to get it right. Nobody does it on purpose, but literally anybody critiquing that sort of thing online is somebody that's never done it.
Oh yeah, just
You've never done it. But tell me you haven't done it without telling me you haven't done it, because
it was a wild moment. And also another one of my rants is, what was up with the way they were cutting the net? It was bothering me.
Well, that's a traditional thing that has so much value, more value than you know. That when Dawn Staley was just getting into coaching, I want to say it wasn't Peck. It was one of the other black coaches who first did this. And what she said was that when I cut down this net, I'm cutting a piece of this for you who haven't won yet. So that when you win it, you remember to share your victory with other coaches who you want to aspire and drive and ambition to winning their own. So Dawn Staley was one of the people who got a simple piece of string from this previous coach. And then she said one of her biggest joys was sending back a piece of her own net to that coach, and then sending it out to folks like Carol Lawson, et cetera, so that they have their piece and they could aspire to it. Yeah. So there's a whole lot of meaningfulness to it. It is a tradition and it is a passing forward.
Because I understand, she obviously got the whole net, but it was just the players just cut like the whole front of the net instead of usually. I don't know if they do the same in college, but usually they just go around the top. They take a strand, but they were cutting out, so they had like diamond pieces of the net. Like they had like a whole square of it,
creating more strands to hand off to other people. So
so they were
getting one strand and then somebody getting the entire net, which would be draped over the trophy. Everybody gets something to pass along to others.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Does that make as much sense as Jim Nance giving out his tie?
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't get
that. I figured out that Jim Nance is on a different wavelength than all of us anyway.
Yeah.
Jim Nance is busy this week.
Jim Nance is always busy.
He's always busy.
Well, he's got both that. He's both or not both. He has the national championship game, then he has the Masters, and
he does every.
There's something else,
NFL
I think.
game.
Yeah.
Well, this is a big sports week, and bravo to Jim Nance. I mean, look, who's having a bigger week than Jim Nance?
Dawn Staley.
No, Jim Nance is going.
Jim Nance is living a very phenomenal life.
He's going everywhere.
Yeah.
He has to work, but he's going everywhere.
Yeah, good for him.
All right. Well, with that, we will head to the top of the hour. Maybe we get into some WrestleMania talk. DP, did you catch any of that? Catch day 1, day 2?
Day 1, day 2.
Watch the craziness that was Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back. And what was it? The Barstool, the punter, what was his name again?
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Did he do good? Do you think he did?
He got good reviews. That's right up his alley, though. That
seems like something he'd be good at. Yeah.
The star of it, I'll tell you who the star of it, and it's not who you think.
Up next on Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Southeast Community College is training tomorrow's workforce today with our nearly 60 career and technical programs. We are doing our part to help employers fill vacancies during this current labor shortage, graduating students with skill sets employers are seeking. We're also helping to upskill the workforce by adding short-term credentials like certificates in many programs so that employees can get retraining quickly. Learn more about upskilling with SCC at southeast.edu/academics. SCC, your path to possible.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Why do I like blue bloods? Here's why. If you're successful over time, that's the true test. And in my lifetime, North Carolina basketball, Kansas basketball, Duke basketball in my lifetime has almost always been good. I mean, all three of them. I mean, it's reliable and they should be good because they put so much energy into it.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your KFXL Fox Nebraska weather. For Monday, we're expecting a high right around 62 along with mostly sunny skies. Clouds roll in late tonight with a low right around 39. We'll still see passing clouds throughout Tuesday with a 40% chance for rain showers and a high right around 63. I'm meteorologist Regina Bird for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
The voice of Husker softball, Nate Rohr.
Rhonda Revelle, especially when she has a good power hitter like Billy Andrews, she tends to hit him a little higher in the lineup. And we saw this some last year with Tristan Edwards. Teams were so locked in on pitching around her. Rhonda Revelle said, okay, well, if you're going to pitch around her, then you're going to start that first inning, beat off base runner. And also, Billy Andrews is a great athlete.
Weekdays from 2 to 3 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Join us at Cactus by Venue for our new America's Favorites menu. We're keeping your favorite dips and tacos and adding brand new dishes, including delicious steaks, burgers, pastas, and more. Focusing on vibrant casual dining using a blend of fresh ingredients prepared from scratch. Located at 56 and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center, see the whole menu online at cactusbyvenue.com and order yours to go at venuedelivered.com. Cactus by Venue, America's Favorites.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School right here on 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. Old School is brought to you by Sandhills Global. unfortunately, I still can't find a read. But if you go to sandhills.jobs today, you can apply. There's many jobs open and available for you to apply. A lot of stuff out there for you guys. Anything you want to do, they probably got it for you. Sandhills.jobs. Head there today, apply, get yourself a job. But right now, we are joined by DP, still in DC. He'll be flying back today, a little bit later today. Jay Foreman here in studio with myself. And maybe we get into some WrestleMania talk, DP. I know you caught day 1 and day 2. What were your thoughts?
100. I believe they said they had 155,000 people over 2 days. 155,000 people down at Jerry World. They had the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. They had Dallas Cowboy players. They had Emmett. They had the icons. They had all of them there. Current players, Zeke and company. They put on a great show. I love the 2-day concept because they spread the matches out. You got to see a little bit of this, a little bit of old school, a little bit of new school. Guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back and drinking beers and doing his thing. Gabe Stevenson, Gable Stevenson was there. He made his in-ring debut. Did some suplexing of wrestlers and getting approval from Randy Orton. Guy fist bump and a red cup drank like they did their thing. It was good to see. The ladies put on an exceptional show. Ronda Rousey, of course, probably her best performance. But the star of the whole thing, people thought, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar would be the thing. But Johnny Knoxville put on what I would call an epic historical performance, because he brought the whole crew. So he brought Wee Man, he brought dude was out there wearing Chuck Taylors in the ring, right?
Yeah.
And they had an anything goes match, and dude wore goggles. He brought mouse traps, taser. He brought a bowling ball to the ring. He had cymbals, trash cans, fire extinguisher. Dude used everything. And Wee Man power slam Sami Zayn, and the place went crazy because Wee Man was hiding under the ring, was a little short cell. So this was fun. This was fun.
Make WrestleMania fun again.
Yeah, this was fun. It was, little Steve Weiser drinking going on. Vince McMahon pulled off his suit, and you can tell he was back in the chem lab again. He was also in the gym, right? He had the 70-year-old pipes out, like he was showing guns, throwing some dudes around, doing the walk, the macho walk down the ring. And then my favorite moment though was Cody Rhodes coming back, and he did. In the middle of his match, he did a tribute to his dad, Dusty Rhodes, and hit him with the bionic elbow and the jab and dance and jab and dance. And then he did the Ali rolling of the hands and punched dude in the head and hit him with the elbow, and the crowd went nuts. They did this exceptionally well. They needed it. We needed it. If you just want entertainment, they gave you 2 solid days, rock solid days of good entertainment. So the only disappointment was that The Rock didn't show up. Other than that, give it a 10.
Was he expected to show up, or was it just kind of a maybe he shows up with everything going on, Stone Cold coming back?
Well, the part of the plan was that they were going to put him against his family, against Roman Reigns. Like they've been trying to plot this for a couple of years to put him against Roman Reigns, and everybody said, well, they're going to let him beat Brock, and then replace him with The Rock. It just didn't happen. Fans were a little disappointed. And then the other thing, we got to see Triple H make his, like he came and did the tribute where he came down the ring. He announced that he was done wrestling. Of course, he'll still be running it, but he was done wrestling, and he took his boots to the ring and left them in the ring, and and did that tribute thing, which was pretty.
Still a great entrance. One of the best.
Yeah, it's a great. It really is. I mean, that's how they opened day 2 was Triple H marching down to the ring, and he just stood there and kind of sucked it all in.
How many kids got in trouble doing that? I know I did.
I remember coaching and having to tell people that we couldn't do that on the field. We couldn't even do it on the practice field.
Yeah. Water.
Like, you can't even do it on the practice field. Like, you can't do it, right? We had cheerleaders who did it. We were like, wait a minute, wait, Tiffany, calm down. Like, what is
you just get the moment you just.
I don't think people realize how big wrestling is. They don't. You don't really think it. You think of sports. I know wrestling is obviously choreographed and all that. You think of baseball, football, hockey, and basketball, but wrestling is huge worldwide.
Oh yeah,
and Vince McMahon, and they do it right.
Yeah, we were both in Charlotte, where just a ton of them live, and so you're around it. And Jay can tell you, Charlotte, Minnesota, where a lot of the wrestlers are from and a lot of wrestlers live, right? Minneapolis is a hub when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
So different parts of the country, and in Texas, if you go down to Texas, there's a whole bunch of that as well. So WrestleMania for 38 years. I mean, think about it. This is 38 years of being one of those things that you must deal with once a year at a high level for entertainment. So bravo.
A long way from the Superdome, or no, was it Detroit? Was it Superdome in Detroit?
Yeah, it was Superdome.
Yeah.
Superdome.
The first one
was Madison Square Garden, I believe.
Yeah, and then the second one was in Detroit, right?
When Andre Hogan was Detroit.
Yeah.
Where Vince said, I want to prove to folks that we're not just a niche event, that we can draw 100,000 folks, and he did it several times, and then he figured out, well, geez, I can get 2 days of concessions, I can get 2 days of apparel sales, I can do 2 days of autograph signings and that sort of stuff. And I got a buddy that was there with Undertaker. Of course, Taker came to the ring, and that just set the room, the entire room on fire. But they were hanging out, and there's some pretty cool signed memorabilia headed to Lincoln, Nebraska, based on it. As a matter of fact, it was just announced last week that Lincoln, Nebraska, in June, I believe June 1st, will have its first live Monday Night Raw at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
There you go.
Hey,
Rico got his little butt in there.
I have not watched wrestling in years. I have not gone to wrestling in even longer, because my grandpa used to work at CHI Health when it was the Quest Center. He worked inside. He'd like janitorial. He worked in the parking garage, all that stuff. And me and him got tickets to a Monday Night Raw once, and we were all the way up in the nosebleeds, like out closer to the entrance than the ring, and it was one of the best things.
We are going. The three of us are going. We're gonna because I already got. The funny thing is, so Becky got the email, right, that hey, WWE's coming, and she knows what a fan I am. As a matter of fact, I've dragged her to events, right, to go, and she says, well, I know you want to go, but who do you want to invite, and let's get tickets. And I said, oh, Jay and Rico, and then Bach, Bach is such a fan that Bach went to Omaha when they did a quiet event, a dark event, but Bach was a virtual fan. So during the pandemic,
I remember that picture.
Actually, a virtual fan in the gallery of faces. They would always have Bach.
We have had two people when they were working here be virtual fans, because Bach was a virtual fan for that, and Tab for the Bubble was a virtual fan for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I remember watching the game, and I saw his face, and I was like, hey, I paused it, I took a picture, I sent it to him.
He goes, yeah, I'm here doing the thing. So so Jay, Rico, you both have tickets. We're going to Monday Night Raw, PBA in June. So we'll have that. As a matter of fact, I have Jay, I have tickets for you and wifey to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, there you go, Rico. You know
what
you know about that.
There you go.
See,
not enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Rico, we're gonna expand your game a little bit. We're gonna send you on the road, make you do stuff. Tell Rachel,
Okay.
look, just tell Rachel, get a sitter. You got stuff to do.
Sorry, Rach, we gotta drop the kids off for the parents.
We got stuff to do.
DP's sending us places. I don't know.
Just have a video crew at your house and make Jake do it.
Oh. Mwah, chef.
You worry about YouTube.
I'm
That
not
would
worried.
be the fastest growing YouTube channel.
I'm not worried
ever.
about my kids. I'm worried about him.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Ellie gonna have him. Ellie gonna be like, "You mine now."
Done.
You.
AJ's getting his first tooth. He's getting one, not two. He's getting one right now. This front, it's like the front left one is coming in. He's gonna look weird.
Oh man, no. Jake Sorensen babysitter. That's its own show.
Right? Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
That's its
Make
own.
sure you know some adult supervision there while that's happening.
Well, that's why you have the cameras on and you have 911 on ready.
Yeah, that's
call.
what the ring is for. Gets you a little ring in there.
She would end him.
Right.
She would end him so quickly.
Please, let's do that. I would
Sass
be
is at an all-time high right now.
I would
Especially
be.
at the softball game, right? So she got a softball signed by the entire team, which was awesome. And then we were trying to take a picture with Carly Sievers, one of the pitchers, and Ellie just didn't want to take a picture. She didn't want to take pictures, so we're walking away. And I was like, she really wants to get a picture with Ellie. So I was like, Ellie, me and Rachel were like, Ellie, if you take a picture with Carly, we'll get you French fries. And she stops and she puts her hands on her hips and she goes, "Where's Carly?"
Wow.
Oh, okay, so French fries, that's what did it.
Yeah, she got that from Rico.
Wow.
Definitely is Rico.
Lowered the voice, got like a scrunch in her face. "Where's Carly?"
Wow.
Then we got a picture. And then she got French fries.
Wow. She's a boss, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
That's
the
pretty
boss.
deep. That's pretty deep. I have to say that's pretty deep. So
I mean, that's what happens with the firstborn daughter, right?
she has a
They
plan.
just say to run the house, right?
What Bernie Mac say? She been here before.
It's just like,
I think that's
oh yeah,
fair.
she does some stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And then she does something else, like, oh, that's Rachel. And it's just, I can't do it. I can't take it anymore.
Can I ask you guys a question?
So
go ahead.
Do the Lakers make the playoffs?
No. The better question is, do the Lakers want to make the playoffs?
The Lakers
they have to get to the point where they just said, you know what, let's just
shut it down.
Shut it down.
They
need more time to decide what they're going to do moving forward.
They can make the play-in. They'll be the 10 seed.
But do you even want to do that?
I don't know. Did you hear what Anthony Davis said the other day?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be haunted by what could have been. You could have just come back.
Anthony Davis don't want to play no basketball, man. After he won that championship,
he said it. I don't have anything to prove to anybody anymore. Man.
Him and Julius Randle.
Julius is gonna get traded this offseason. They have to give him a first-round pick, though.
This is just like I'm sitting here.
Julius for Zion, straight up.
Why?
He'll get healthy in New York. I have faith.
He'll get something in New York.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Something. Hey, I don't know. I wouldn't count on that. So
Julius for Beal, straight up.
Yeah. So, and just so you know, I'm here. You get a text. If, of course, with recent things going on, there will be news here in Washington from the NFL pretty quickly this week for the nonsense that's going on there. And then there will be more discussion over Colin Kaepernick and the league. I will pass that to Jay Foreman and ask his opinion in the next segment on what he thinks all of this is about. Is this distraction? Is this likely? Is this possible? Is this good? All things Kaepernick and all things Snyder. Jay Foreman, you up for that?
I'm up for it.
And then, at some point, I guess we need to talk spring game and Masters. So, there's that.
We can hit on it.
Okay. All right.
We'll talk about a lot of that up next on Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, welcome to Big Chain Bar and Grill. Can I get you a drink? Which game were you hoping to see? Doesn't matter. I don't know what channel the game's on anyway. Are you ready to order? Okay, here's your check. Come back and see us again, okay?
What?
Hey, welcome back into Upside.
Slow down and enjoy the game at the Upside Bar and Lounge. Comfortable seating, plenty of screens, a great food and drink menu, and no one trying to shove you out the door. Come in, hang out, and take it all in at the Upside Bar and Lounge, open daily just east of 27th and Pine Lake.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? Bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Fruitcakes for graduation. Fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Did you know your air ducts can hold up to 17 pounds of dirt, dust, pet dander, and so much more? John Henry's is here to help make the air you breathe cleaner with a duct cleaning. If you've never had your ducts cleaned, now is the best time, especially if you have pets, someone in the home with allergies or asthma, or you've ever done a renovation. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Join us at Cactus by Venue for our new America's Favorites menu. We're keeping your favorite dips and tacos and adding brand new dishes, including delicious steaks, burgers, pastas, and more. Focusing on vibrant casual dining using a blend of fresh ingredients prepared from scratch. Located at 56 and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center, see the whole menu online at cactusbyvenue.com and order yours to go at venuedelivered.com. Cactus by Venue, America's Favorites.
Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen from Early Break. I've got my friend Alex from Ageless Men's Health here. I went to high school with Alex, and he was also in the Marine Corps. Alex, take it away.
Thanks, Jake. Guys, we know there's a lot of testosterone companies out there, but Ageless Men's Health is different. Our personalized approach looks at the whole body, not just the numbers. Ageless only employs registered nurses and nurse practitioners to handle your care. And at Ageless, we listen to what you have to say. We invite you to check us out at agelessmenshealth.com or check us out on Google and our 100+ 5-star reviews. Ageless Men's Health, 34th and Old Cheney.
Back to Old School with DP and J.
Welcome back to Old School. Haven't mentioned it in a while, so I'll go ahead and throw this out there. You can get a hold of us. Text or call Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Catch us on the live video stream, the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Leave a comment on there. See all of our beautiful faces, and I guess DP's face as well.
He said, I guess.
You can just listen to us talk about whatever we decide to talk about. You know what, DP? I'll hand it over to you. You had some stuff you wanted to ask Mr. Jay Foreman over here.
So in real thought, I'll push Kaepernick to the next segment, but I do want to talk about spring game. I want to talk about Daniel Snyder and Kaepernick, those three things, and then get Jay's picks for tonight as well. But let's start with spring game. And on the Monday of, with all the events, and now it's real buzz. It's not that fake buzz that's been manipulated. Now you have people making plans to come to town. That alumni are coming to town. There'll be a ton of Husker stars in the building and in town this week who will have expectation, wants, and hopes for this program. For the alumni that are coming in, Jay, is this more about reconnecting to the program, to the people of the program, to the people around the program, or is it about the play and the game itself? When you alumni get together this week, what are you getting together for, and what do you want?
I mean, well, when the guys get back together, I mean, it's reconnecting with each other first and foremost. Just because that bond that we have, just like any other sport, at Nebraska or any other team sport anywhere that, you guys have, you played together, each other, know of each other. So you kind of already know like what it's like to, what you go through. And obviously spring game is obviously a big ordeal around here. So yeah, a lot of people are going to come back in town. I know Rashawn has his event. Steve Warren has his event. So, the camaraderie is there. And then you just want to, as far as to play on the field, you're just going to check out and see what the team's, looking like. The days of the spring game being a quote unquote game are long gone. So it's like, it's more of a culmination of a good spring. Go out there, show the fans, obviously, how well you've done in the weight room and obviously on the practice field. Want to get some things done. Obviously, you want to go out there and have guys play hard. You want to make sure the younger guys get some reps because you want to make sure you can look at them and so forth and so on. But you're definitely not going to expose your offense or defense, a playbook or special team. So you're going to go through a game like situation, but it's not highly contested like it was before. Now, obviously, because there's ways there's too many media outlets and cameras and X, Y, and Z for people to, feed information back to future opponents. But, I think the spring game is always a positive weekend. One, for alumni coming back. Two, the players have went through winter conditioning in the spring. Then that the season isn't right around the corner, but then as now all the focus needs to go on to the first game and doing the things that they need to do in order to continue the improvement in the process of putting themselves in the best position to win that game come August. So I think it's just one of those things, part of the deal. But a lot of guys are excited to come back. I can tell you this, guys that have played and definitely been here, been successful, whether you've had successful seasons, won bowl games. Obviously, in my case, won 3 national championships. We want these guys to experience success definitely as much or maybe more than they do, because we know what it's like to be successful and what it can do for you individually and collectively, both short term and long term. And that's not what you can gain from it. It's what you gain from it internally, but then also you can give back externally. So I think they'll be fine. I think, look, they're still probably working through the kinks. It's still a new staff. Then you got recruiting, I'm sure, because I know that's changed. And then, there's going to be the portal season, because, guys and other teams are going to probably be out there. So, it's constantly evolving and constantly moving parts, but it's, a big part of the season or the 22 season. And this is after this things start to really get ramped up week by week because you're getting closer to the season.
You just said a thing that, and we've heard it a lot at the station. 3-time national champion, right? 3-time national champion. And you say it so matter-of-factly and so passingly that in any other vacuum, you would stop and say 3-time national champion. And then my first thought was, will there ever be that again? But then I had to go further and go, will there ever be a time where there will be a 3-time Big Ten champion here at Nebraska? Forget about national champion.
Right. Yeah, you'd like to have that class, or through 5 years they get to 3 Big Ten championships, and say they win 2 and get to the college playoffs. If there's still only 4, you'd like to be that. And I always say this: my goal is by the time I'm 60. I don't want to extend it to AARP age, but by the time I'm 60, I want to be able to get on a plane and head to Indianapolis with the assumption 80% or above that Nebraska is going to win a Big Ten championship. So, look, it can change in a year. Obviously, we've seen it. You've seen Michigan State go from a team that wasn't even supposed to be a threat to, being a national powerhouse, or, thought of with a lot of respect, with the, $100 million coach in one offseason. So it can be done. You just got to have the right pieces in place and guys that want to, move to that goal. And, at this point, it's got to be all hands on deck, anything and everything that you can do to set yourself up in a positive manner to be successful. You gotta both evaluate it, embrace it, and then do it.
I'll ask it again, because for Rico, for listeners, ponder: will there ever be a Nebraska football player who can say he is a 3-time Big Ten champion? Will that ever happen?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
I don't
Eventually.
like
You got to be lucky though. You got to win early.
Yeah,
you got to win early. You got to
win
early.
early.
So you got to have a good dynamic of a team.
Yeah, you got to be set up, and then the thing is with that is the winning will then breed. You have to get out of this not culture of losing, but right now this team and these players, at least in the collegiate sense, are more used to losing than they are to winning. So once you break out of that and you can get more into a winning culture and a winning tradition, then you can build that up into, the older classes who can pass it down to the younger classes, which is the big part of it, because, those guys are going to move on. And if you want to be a 3-time Big Ten champion, a 3-time national champion, it's got to start from the first day you get onto campus as a freshman. You've got to get that work in. You've got to talk to the older guys who know what it's like to win games. Maybe they don't know how to win Big Ten championships, but they know how to win games in the Big Ten, which can get you to that Big Ten championship point. And once you win the first one, you know what it takes. You know what you're going to have to do to get there. You know how much work you're going to have to put in, and you can pass that down to the younger kids who can then keep moving and keep improving upon what you built, the foundation that you built, and build it into a hopeful national champion program.
Yeah, it's a unique thing when you think about it. Is when I came in, they were close obviously the year before, not as close the year before that, but the foundation of 94 was probably built in like 93, and then 95 was just 94 like on super steroids. And then, we stubbed our toe in 96, but still had a great foundation. Then we, came through and won 97. So, you got to be able to have guys that have been on the cusp, say like when they're on the sophomore, junior year, then you come in your freshman year, and then when they're seniors, you're them their sophomore year, and then you take it and finish it your junior and senior year. So it's all about timing, but it definitely has to be built, over time. It's not just, you get a whole bunch of freshmen, 22 freshmen, and you just run through everybody. No matter how many Under Armour games or All-American Army games that they have, none of those guys are going to win national championships all put together.
Yeah,
you got to have some dudes.
I mean, that's what Alabama and Clemson did, is they had those guys who knew how to win, and they've just been building upon it. And the freshmen come in, and they're not expecting to play right away, because they know that they're part of a winning program, and they know that the guys in front of them have paid their dues, and they've done what they've needed to do to finally see the field and hopefully lead them to a national championship. So that's what you got to do. I mean, and if you come in as a freshman and you're just supremely talented and you're just a freak athlete and you just know the game of football at a very high level, yeah, you can get on the field. But for the most part, as a freshman, you should be expecting to, not sit out, but to learn more than you're going to play.
Yeah. I mean, you want a good mix of a freshman class I mean, ideally, you like all of them to make an impact, but got some, 4, 5, 6 that you're going to play. Some guys that you want to have in the cupboard that need to develop, or you just want to kind of, time them out when they're ready. And then some guys that surprise you as well. There's always going to be, guys that come and go out of every class, but you want to make sure you have a high percentage of it that have not only made an impact early, but continue to improve and be a foundation builder of, the guys that you have there before.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of depth to that. Like I said, right? There's a whole lot. That one there is a Sunday morning preach. Like you got, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has to go right at the same time, and it just has to be built upon to even win one Big Ten championship right now. Like you're not in the position.
We got to get a Big Ten West out of our system.
You got to get a Big Ten West
after that. I mean, you
got to get a Big Ten West top 3 finish.
Yeah, let's get this. Let's win this Big Ten West, and then we can worry about Big Ten championships after that.
This is why when somebody says they're close,
what are they close to?
Yeah.
What are they close to?
Yeah,
we're close. I don't. What does he mean? You're close to 6-6. You're close to 8 wins. You're close to winning the Big Ten West. Like, what are you close to?
Bro,
I'm confused.
Like Jay said, it's so smooth. Yeah, 3-time national champion. Like he ain't talking about the West. He wasn't talking about the conference. He was talking about we lived in Championshipville. We were the nation. What y'all doing?
They just etched our name on the trophy at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. It's good.
I mean, a lot of things got to go right to win, but yeah, I know what you mean.
We'll talk Final Four next.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, welcome to Big Chain Bar and Grill. Can I get you a drink? Which game were you hoping to see? Doesn't matter. I don't know what channel the game's on anyway. Are you ready to order? Okay, here's your check. Come back and see us again, okay?
What?
Hey, welcome back into Upside.
Slow down and enjoy the game at the Upside Bar and Lounge. Comfortable seating, plenty of screens, a great food and drink menu, and no one trying to shove you out the door. Come in, hang out, and take it all in at the Upside Bar and Lounge, open daily just east of 27th and Pine Lake.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
The voice of Husker softball, Nate Rohr.
Rhonda Revelle, especially when she has a good power hitter like Billy Andrews, she tends to hit him a little higher in the lineup. And we saw this some last year with Tristan Edwards. Teams were so locked in on pitching around her. Rhonda Revelle said, okay, well, if you're going to pitch around her, then you're going to start that first inning, beat off base runner. And also, Billy Andrews is a great athlete.
Weekdays from 2 to 3 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brown Shoe Fit is gearing up for spring with new inventory on the way. They're stocking up on new spring sandals and athletic shoes daily in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Keen, Merrell, On, and many, many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrax. Spring is the season to be active and busy. Don't let your feet lose their support with old rundown shoes or sandals. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Kfxl Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your KFXL Fox Nebraska weather for Monday. We're expecting a high right around 62, along with mostly sunny skies. Clouds roll in late tonight with a low right around 39. We'll still see passing clouds throughout Tuesday with a 40% chance for rain showers and a high right around 63. I'm meteorologist Regina Bird for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Junior, hurry it up in there. Honey, he's doing it again.
Doing what again?
Practicing for American Idol in the shower. I need in there.
Well, MemberZone is offering no-fee home equity lines of credit. We could use the value of the house to
Add a second bathroom? Say no more.
From adding another shower to all of life's in-betweens, you're headed in the right direction with a MemberZone home equity line of credit. Learn more at memberzonecu.org. Restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
DP, I'm upset with you.
No, you're not. I ain't.
Yeah, I am.
What
No,
do
I'm
you-
upset with you because you weren't going to mention the fact that Nichols Harbor, a 6'5", 225 defensive end in the class of 2023, right there where you are in DC, goes to Archbishop Carroll High School, ran a 10.38 or a 10.32.
10.32.
10.32 in the 100 and then a 21.36 in the 200. You weren't going to say anything.
What if I told you that Nebraska Scouting is going to be here in DC and next month to recruit a long list of DMV athletes?
Well, they better. I was going through his offer list, and it's extensive. 44 teams. The red N is not on it.
You need to get here to DC. See, folks are doing it on the schedule, and they're doing one visit and a lot of people. And I've been trying to tell them. I had lunch with Barry Thompson yesterday. They just let you know they better get here. These kids is out here waiting for the big end to show up.
Sir, he is 6'5", 225. He just ran a 10.3.
And got a cousin.
He's a DN, but they also line him up in the slot, and he plays tight end.
Jay,
He's
he
just
got
a massive human.
He got two cousins look just like him.
That's a nice little gene pool right there.
Bring the whole Harbor family over.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is they right here and they waiting. Look. As
Just
I
go
said
drop
earlier,
a hat off. Just go drop a hat off on their porch.
as I said at the beginning of this show, this thing still has cachet national. It has national cachet. It has national pull. What you do with it is way more important. You better understand that Nebraska could be in the hunt, but they got to get to work, man. They got to get to work. And there are coaches here that want to give their players to Nebraska. I've heard it face to face. I sat at a table with 11 coaches this weekend. Look, man, Jay, I've said it to you. I've said it publicly, privately. I'll say it publicly. There are folks who could help Nebraska if Nebraska will let them.
Yeah, that's probably a fair statement.
Right? That
Get out of your own way.
Look, I can't help if you don't ask for help. That's all I'm saying. You talk on, they talk on that. Yeah, I got a nephew. He waiting. He waiting. He telling the Virginia school, chill. I need to see what that ain't gonna do. But they better, call. They gotta call the brother.
I mean, I was telling Jay, I was like, I don't understand why you wouldn't offer him, even if you like. The thing is, even if you don't think you're gonna get a player, like, why not try? Like, I don't know. I just don't understand.
I'm sure they're eventually.
I mean, they probably will, but I mean,
like
his class of 2020 is next year. He's a junior.
Yeah, but you can never get that time back. You need to be in. It's like you being at the club. You can't pick up nothing from the club if you ain't at the club yet.
That's what I was going through his list.
Yeah, you got to be at the club first, man.
I was going through his list. He has 44 offers, including Charlotte and Tennessee State.
Yeah, like what? Like that's the old
like Charlotte knows for a fact he's not going, but they're like, hey, you never know.
Right. Can I ask you guys? So the last report I got was that there were 37,000 tickets sold for the spring game. Is that good?
How many?
37,000.
That is extremely low to be a week out. But I mean, you're gonna get people who just show up and buy tickets there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 37.
What's the magic number? What's the magic number we should be hearing?
Like at the spring game or
yeah, at the spring game.
I'm sure, I bet you they'll
60?
have 50, 60.
50,
I don't
60
even
plus?
know what previous years has, so I'm sure 50, 60.
Sold out.
Okay.
At least the first 2 years of Frost. I don't know about last year.
I know what's good and what ain't. That's all.
Over half.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
That would be a solid number.
Yeah. Good. Just and before we go to break again, let me vent.
Oh, your show. Go ahead.
Dear Dan Snyder, my friend, you need to chill. Just chill out. There's a time to step away before they drag you away. Step away, my friend. Step away before they drag you away. Thank you.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancene.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Have you ever wanted to build a catapult? Have you ever wanted to launch something other than water balloons with a water balloon launcher? Do you want to be a national champion? Then you need to get a team and sign up for the National Avocado Launching Championship, May 21st in North Platte. That's right, the National Avocado Launching Championship is taking place right here in Nebraska. Launch avocados for fame and glory. Sign up at avocadolaunching.com. That is avocadolaunching.com. And remember, the top prize is $5,000.
The best time to have your air conditioner serviced is before you really need it. Call Bryant now and schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. You'll stay cool and comfortable when you need it most. Just call 467-1111 to schedule your air conditioning check. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one. So make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment of Old School on I believe it's a gorgeous Monday morning. It was pretty nice outside.
It was decent.
Hopefully we're getting into the good weather and we've avoided everything terrible. I don't think I'm jinxing anything by saying that, right?
I hope not, man. You know, Nebraska's known for that, like, May snow.
That late snowstorm?
Yeah, May. Like, the week before school's out.
It's
Then
gonna
you
have
got 2 more weeks of cold weather. So
it's going to be like, oh, yeah, school's about to get out, and then snow.
Yeah.
Just dropped on us. DP, you ready for that?
I'm ready for nice weather. It's been decent weather since the
supposed to be nice this weekend. Supposed to be nice Saturday for a spring game.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't checked the weather there, yet. I don't want to jinx it and get all excited about it, before it happens. You understand?
It's going to be gorgeous. So you're all right.
I'm hoping we got a lot of stuff going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're getting Rico. Thank you for filling in Sunday with the boys from the Pancakes, and
it was interesting.
They're an interesting lot, right?
They are very weird, very weird. Yeah, I got a couple questions in about football. In 2 hours.
No. Those guys, you got to pay attention. Them dudes.
I asked them. What was one of the questions I asked them? Who's the most impressive skill position player they've seen? And both of them were like, I think we have the same answer. So I counted down from 3, and they were both Trey Palmer. So he's making a splash with everybody's talking about him. So he's doing his thing. He came in, lit the world on fire, and hopefully it continues.
Yeah. So and then you have do you have the next hour planned?
Not really. I'm gonna figure it out.
Well,
I had my first choice has class. My second choice, I guess, would be Jay Foreman, but I'm assuming he has to leave.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta leave. Yeah. I asked Mark. He said he could, but he's got some videos that he needs to get some audio for the following show.
Yeah.
So maybe I go solo. I don't know.
Well,
First time going solo.
Yeah, well, I think you're ready. Like, this is a step up.
Because I don't.
This is a step up moment. Look, just from talking about, I don't know why you didn't clip up some of the stuff from yesterday with the Pancakes boys, because I certainly would have filled with some of that. I know those were always interesting conversations.
I can talk about what we talked about.
Yeah, and then what this week and what's going on. Of course, championship game tonight. That's easy to fill as well.
Is it bad that I don't care about that? Like, it's not that I don't care. It's just like, meh.
I'm looking at it this way. So we keep forgetting that North Carolina is a 6 seed. There's a 6 seed versus a 1 seed tonight.
But are they a 6 seed?
Yeah, they actually are. Like, they actually are.
Yeah, 'cause they weren't. They were struggling. They got hot late.
I remember there was a point they were like 20-11, and there were people that were like, I don't know if North Carolina is going to make the tournament. I was like, they're 20-11.
21, yeah. But you don't lose 11 games at North Carolina. I think it's a successful season.
Well, you do if you win the national championship.
That is right. All those 11 losses are those were learning experiences.
They prepared them for today.
They did that on purpose because we knew we were going to win it.
Yeah. Makes sense, right?
Well, I'm looking at the weather report for Lincoln, and it says 63 on Saturday, 77 and 78 on Sunday and Monday. So, 51 on Friday. So if we're going to be out somewhere Friday, it's going to be 51.
Bundle up.
Have fun.
Yeah.
I'll be back here running the board.
Yeah. We got to work on that too. So we'll have the schedule for the weekend as well. So we'll
going out in that cold weather. Crazy.
Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, we'll figure all that out on what's going to go down. So, but Rico, thank you for filling in. I'm going to pack up, go see my sister, and then head to the airport. So,
okay. Well, tell the fam that we said hi.
Travel safe.
Yeah, travel safe. Hopefully you don't get another person like you did going out there.
No, because I'll need bail if I get that dude again.
Okay.
I'll need bail money if I get that dude.
Don't use your one phone call on me.
No, that call is pre-programmed. She ready. She ready.
Speed dial. He's like, I got this. No, you got one number in his head memorized. He's got it.
That's
That's
it.
the one he's got ready.
That's it. Let's roll.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Travel safe. Hope you had a blast in DC, Virginia, Maryland area.
I did indeed, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right. You have a good one, sir. With that, Jay Foreman, you have yourself a fantastic day as well. Maybe go download everything you need for that PS5.
I plan to.
We are out one-on-one with me next.
This is your High School Minute.